There was a whole contingent of people standing outside, but not daring to touch the door handle or open it.
They were just afraid of germs.
No, I think they were thinking like, oh, the door's shut. Clearly they will open the doors like a theater when it's time to go in.
Yeah.
But this is not this kind of establishment, this place. They're like, if you got to pull your own handles, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about, sir. Yes, you got to pull your own handles.
He's like,
open
I'm offended.
the door. Eric, how are you? Good, thanks. Wonderful shirt you're wearing. Yes.
Wearing a Master Shake shirt. You have to remember this is a podcast.
What's that?
There's no visual element.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say it.
Unlike other podcasts,
yeah.
Dana and I like to keep it strictly audio.
Well, I thought you were going to dress up.
You thought I was going to dress up?
I didn't know you were wearing shorts.
No.
It's odd to see you in shorts.
I hate wearing these shorts because I'm a little guy. I know you guys are shocked to hear this, but I have to get really short shorts because they will be like long shorts. You used to call them Bermudas back in the day. But so even these little tiny shorts that men would think were kind of risque jogging
like
shorts.
Dolphin shorts.
Those are still like kind of
4-inch running shorts.
But like these shorts, I feel very self-conscious because I'll be hanging out and then they'll ride up on me and I'm showing much more leg than I'm comfortable with. My pasty thighs are out there for everyone to see.
These high chairs are not great for wearing shorts either.
Yeah. I don't like shorts. I look forward to jeans because jeans, when it becomes jeans time, I can throw on my jeans and nobody knows anything about me. They don't know my secrets, how many balls I have or how big my penis is or how much hair I have on my legs or how pale I am. Nobody knows anything. Anything could be going on inside my jeans.
Well, they all pretty much know.
I'm an open book with my jeans.
Yeah. With your hairy legs and your how many balls
I have a
penis size.
Listen, don't talk about my hairy balls.
You talked about it. I'm saying they know about it because you talk about it all the time.
I don't want to get into pornography, but what's up with all the hairless genitalia?
That seems like the opposite of what you just said right before.
Why do we have...
I don't want to get into pornography, but what's with all this hairless genitalia?
I'm the Seinfeld I wish he was.
What are you looking at that you're seeing hairless genitalia everywhere?
There's no hair because it's like dirty. Hair is dirty. But we're apes. We're like one step away from apes. We're covered in hair. So you go have your intimate moment and you're like, oh my God, there's so much hair everywhere. Why aren't you bald
You're looking
everywhere?
at a lot of Scandinavian pornography.
I find that hairless vaginas are cold. They're like shivering in the wind like a Dickensian orphan.
Yeah.
I send that vagina away.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Come back when you're older.
Oh.
Well, not literally.
Well,
but I mean, what are we? What kind of fantasy are we working for here with the hairless vagina? I mean, I need hair there. I need to know you've been through.
You want an old Romanian woman from the 1920s.
I want an Eastern European.
Yeah, you want a
washerwoman.
You want an Oma.
I want a woman who works on a loom. That's what kind of vagina I want.
A little bit of a mustache.
The only thing I don't like about the jeans is I have to wear a belt because I'm a small person. I have to wear a belt.
What's a belt got to do with being small?
No, the belt is not the problem. It's the buckle. It kind of cuts into my gut.
You got to find a micro belt.
I need to find a smaller buckle.
You need one like the width of a shoelace.
The buckle gave me a skin tag.
Not a tall people.
And I had it cut off. And now the skin tags are coming back. It's like a fucking horror movie.
It's like the Hydra head. If you cut one off, you're going to get 3.
Yeah. And it was a big one because my dad died and I played fucking, what was it? Dragonborn? It was Elder Scrolls. And I played Elder Scrolls I would do jags of 48 hours without moving. I would play
What's this got to do with skin tags?
Well, I was in one position and the buckle is cutting into my gut and then it created a skin tag. And the skin tag went from being like the end of a pin to like just it slowly grew, and then it became about the size of like a jumbo pencil eraser. Is that too specific?
Talking to you?
Hey, Chris, we gonna go get a burger or
Can we
what?
stop with the fucking Elder Scrolls?
Sick of this Elder Scrolls
Why do you
shit.
keep on breaking vases?
Take this belt off. It's
Stop.
killing me.
You're putting way too much shit in your inventory. You can't walk around like this.
So
you need
you're
to sell
telling
some
me-
shit.
You got a skin tag from wearing a belt buckle.
Yeah, because I wear jeans that don't stay on me because I have a weird body that they don't make clothes for. Does anybody in the audience have a body that they don't make clothes for?
Well, sure.
You people know. I know you know.
First off, everybody's got a
This
body
guy
they
just
don't
dropped
make
his
clothes
phone. He
for.
was in such agreement.
Everybody can find clothes that would fit their body, but that doesn't mean a lot of. I could find a piece of clothing for every one of you that would not fit your body.
Okay,
Not made
okay,
for it.
you. Now, you know about this store on Ventura called Jimmy Owl's, like it's for little people?
Yes.
And you go into this store, and it's all pictures of Seth Green. Is just everywhere. This is like, it's where he shops. I go in there, I'm like, well, I'm going to look as good as Seth.
Did I ever
think.
tell you this story about him?
Please tell me your Seth Green story.
We were doing the precursor to Your Pretty Faces Go to Hell. It was a short called 1,000 Virgins. Or no, we were doing.
I was in it.
It wasn't 1,000 Virgins. It was on the same green screen. We were doing the Young People's Guide to History. So it was all like Thomas Jefferson.
No woos for that.
I played Ben Franklin. But Seth Green came and he was in an episode, and the costumer came in after he had come in for his fitting and left, and she was like, "Oh my God, I fucked up so bad. Oh my God, I fucked." Like, what are you talking about? She's like, "Well, they sent me all his measurements." I said, "Okay." He goes, and I got the clothes for him. He tried them all on. None of them fit because the measurements, what they didn't specify, it said like, he wears a medium shirt, and he wears this size shoe, and he wears this thing and that thing. They were all in children's sizes, but they didn't tell her. So she got like an adult large size T-shirt, and he's like flopping around, like he's wearing a caftan.
He
She thought
wanted
she
the
was gonna
kids'
get fired.
clothes?
That's the size he wore.
He wears like a youth extra large?
I guess. I don't know how it worked. All I know is all the clothes she got him were adult sizes, and they were not his sizes.
He's a little guy.
The little guy. Imagine how many skin tags are on his
How
little stomach
tall are
there.
you?
Me? 6'1".
Have you always been tall?
Well, not
call
when I was
yourself
born.
You called
I
yourself a
was-
string bean in high school. Were you? I mean, like in your once you
I
had
mean-
your growth spurt, they call it.
I feel like that was probably my growth spurt was probably between freshman and sophomore year of high school. Mm-hmm. I think I
Did things
grew-
change for you once you realized I'm a tall guy now? Because
No.
I dream of like tall guy.
Well,
life.
I don't know that I was ever like a little guy.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was a little guy, like everyone was a little guy. Just
Yeah.
everyone in Miss Borla's class. Going, hey, come on, let's go. Like we all got complaining about our belt buckles and all that stuff. I mean, I never felt like I was particularly taller or particularly shorter than
I was always a
the
short guy.
average.
I was always like getting on a telephone book to kiss somebody. So I had to carry around a telephone
hold on a
book.
minute.
Let me get out my telephone book.
That's what he has in that backpack. He's always got that backpack.
I thought he was
with him.
studious. No. Turns out I'm just too small. But it's perfect for
That's
oral.
because you wanted to date. You wanted to kiss Amazons.
Yeah, well, I was always going for women that were out of my league
Yeah.
and out of my height
Like
range.
this little short girl, Amanda. She loves you, Chris. Out of my way, shorty. How about you, Sandra?
Give us a kiss, Chris.
Then you
Hold on, just a minute.
you break out the kitchen
book,
ladder,
yes.
that's only 3
Kitchen
steps.
stool, yes.
Yeah, the kitchen stool.
That had the seat on it. My grandmother had one that was like a seat, so you could sit on it, but then you could funk out of the bottom and turn it.
I love
into a
these
little-
walkers that are just chairs. And
Yeah.
it's your walker, but then you're like, fuck this. At a certain point, you can be like, fuck
Yeah.
this, turn it around,
Woo!
don't have to move
Yeah.
anymore.
This lady at the mall, because you got to put your hands all the way up on the armrest. It's a hot one today. Woo!
In the mall, she says this.
Yeah.
So it's nice and air conditioned, and
Yeah.
it's still too hot for her.
Yeah. right in front of that Spencer's Gifts, judging what everybody buys.
She's walking in there. She's like, "What are these dildos? So many dildos. Can I get some help?"
Oh, it's a hot one.
So what do you do? She knows what a dildo is. That grandma knows. Don't put your hand over your mouth, lady.
We went to south of the border. You know that place.
Are you being literal, or is that a restaurant?
No, the massive tourist attraction between North and South Carolina.
Okay.
You never heard of that place?
Is it a giant building in the shape of a sombrero or something?
That's one of them, but it's a whole compound.
It's a complex. I mean, a compound, not a complex.
There's a steakhouse that I think is in a sombrero, which oddly is not where the gift shop is. There's a Hats of the World gift shop that's not in a sombrero, which you'd think put the international hat shop in the building shaped like the sombrero. Instead, the Hats of the World, that's the steakhouse. The Hats of the World gift shop is just like in a stupid box place. But we went in there as we were driving from Atlanta up to New York one time, after a Dragon Con, I think. And we went in the Hats of the World gift shop, because, of course, you're not going to pass that up. And there was the whole room with all your weird, like, here's your little German guy hat, your little sombreros, and those weird little, whatever that Turkmenistan or whatever, those weird little...
Racist.
Little Afghanistan guy, weird, like, beret that's not a beret. What's that? German.
Turban. You racist.
No, not a turban. No, it's like that. No, it's not a fez. That's a fez.
Everyone shout out different hats.
Yeah. Cowboy!
Baseball!
Bob! Anyway, we're walking through there, and there's a back room. We go into the back room, who's with the oldest, sweetest woman you've ever seen in your entire life. And she's in the back room watching over the goods in the back room, which it was the porno room. She was like, her little sweet little grandma hands were leaning on a case that had about 10,000 dildos in it. Each one scarier than the last one. Like, these
what
were
you
like,
want to try is
like,
Black Thunder.
boys? Yeah.
Can I interest you in a dildo today? Do you need complete submersion?
Yeah. Ugh. So I put this, and it was because the two people working in the front were clearly like 16 years old, and they can't put them in the back with all the trucker dildos.
Grandma, can I work where you work?
Oh no, I've seen things no grandma should see.
But I've been studying real hard, and I've been
One
shaving
day-
all the alpacas like you like me to do. When I travel all the time, and there's always this like random alpaca farm.
Well, they got those everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're already at 10 minutes. We got to go in 10. So want to do our questions?
We got to go at 10.
Yeah, it's 5:50. Oh wait, no, this started at 5:30. I keep on thinking this started at 5 o'clock. Okay, I'll cut that out. Nobody will know
You
that
don't
I
need
have
to
no
cut out
sense.
your mistakes. You don't need to cut out real life. That's what they want to hear, that you're just like the rest of us.
I want them to think that I'm better than them.
You're like Kim Jong-un. You don't pee or poop. You're... What's that? Oh. Why, do you want
Shut
a
us
question?
down with your meme humor. We're like, grr.
I couldn't hear what he said.
Said, let's just do it live, like Bill O'Reilly when he was recording live and his teleprompter wasn't working and he didn't know how to think for himself.
Yeah, right. But he always knew how to scream at people.
You know what's annoying about Bill O'Reilly is that I almost want to buy his books sometimes, because now he does like
Killing Washington.
he does like history books. It's
Killing
like
Patton.
the night Garfield died, not the
Yeah.
cat, but like the president.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, that's kind of interesting, because I'm in my midlife crisis era where I just am interested in random history that's like fucking boring. All summer long, I was into the Revolutionary War. I listened to a book on the Revolutionary War. It was all about typhus and all kinds. They were drinking shit water, and that's how they all died. And that's why we have a country, because of shit water. That's factual. Any other history buffs in the room? Thank you, sir.
It's true. He just meant it's true that there's one in the room.
He's dressed like Abraham Lincoln. He's in the back.
It's true.
It's
There
true.
are-
I
there
cannot
are
tell a
history
lie.
buffs.
Fuck, I fucked it up. I don't know how to play this part.
Do you like history at all?
Love it.
Do you watch the History Channel?
No. I don't watch it that much because it drives me crazy.
I don't have channels.
They always everything on the
Channels. What's a
History
channel?
Channel, they find a way to like morph it back to Nazis.
Yeah.
Every time. Not that I'm, but it's like everything just like there's so much other history and I feel like they're focused on about 60 years.
We
and
love
that's
World
it.
War II because it makes
Yeah.
us feel good about ourselves
Yeah,
because we're
I
horrible
guess.
people.
And I'm nothing against World War II. I mean, both my grandfathers were in World War II, but like enough. There's other history.
Remember World War II and we went over there and we
Yeah.
saved all the Jews? Can I be in your golf course? Get the hell out of here!
The hell out of here, Epstein.
What do you think you're doing, Goldberg?
Find gold.
Playing golf with
Yeah.
me? I don't
Go to
wanna
your
pl-
Jewish course.
Did Jews have their own golf courses?
Oh yeah,
I bet they were great.
they're the fun ones.
They were the good ones.
Yeah.
They had the grandma in the back with the dildos. Racism is horrible.
That's that one over behind the smokehouse. We used to be like an open. Was one of the first open ones.
You had a boathouse? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
No. The golf course behind the smokehouse
Oh, the golf course behind the
was
smokehouse.
one of the early
Smokehouse is a famous restaurant in L.A. where George Clooney would
named his production company after.
he would hold court. It's like an old school Hollywood place. Dana and I live in L.A. There's only a couple like old school Hollywood places, and pathetic men who long for the glory days go to these places and they try to pretend they're George Clooney.
I like places like that because young hip douchebags don't go there. That's why I like them. It's just like old people sharing one entree of fish. It's quiet. There's no sudden movements from anyone.
There's
It's
an
like
old waiter
quiet.
who's surprised by everything you say because you obviously don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah. Everybody, you'll never hear this in one of the places I like
See,
to go.
I'm-
Bruh. You never hear anyone call each other bruh.
The old waiter comes up. What do you
Yeah.
bros want?
Yeah. I'll have the halibut, bruh.
You guys want
All right.
the triple dipper plate from Chili's? Because
Yeah.
we have that here.
Yeah.
I love going into a smash burger place.
No
and
one also in those restaurants, no one's taking pictures of their food to post. They're all
Except
just
they
eating
are,
it.
except it's like a tripod, and it's like one of those flashes that like scares the hell out of everybody.
If they are, it's because
it's like one of those accordion lenses
Well-
is coming out of the camera.
it's a daguerreotype they're taking, is right. Or if they're taking it, it's because they're like cardiologists told them you have to keep a record of everything you eat. Like that kind of stuff.
We went there recently. We went there with Keith, who was the
yeah.
executive VP,
CFO.
CFO, Chief Financial Officer
Yep.
of
Former.
Adult Swim,
Former CFO.
former CFO. Everybody at Adult Swim. What? Oh, she's taking a picture. Everybody at Adult Swim
Of her food?
no
Former
longer works there
cardiologist.
anymore. There's one person who still
Take it
works
on
there.
get on your belly and take that photo. Yes. Yes, for your photo. These are my belly shots. It's kind of a regular thing I like doing now. I take a picture as if I were a crumb on the carpet.
Well, yeah,
Thank
we
you.
had lunch with Keith, and it's sad to like see people from Adult Swim. They're just kind of It's like a post-apocalyptic landscape. They're just wandering the earth.
Yep.
One of them, who was a PA on like all the shows, he's like, I think I'll be a butcher. Like they don't know what to do with themselves.
Well, it's hard to know what to do with yourself in like Atlanta, where that was kind of not 100%, but sort of like the only game in town. Within some respects.
Yeah.
And then you don't have that game anymore.
Well, we were
And,
all
like,
just
what
so
else?
lucky. We were all so lucky to be there. It was like,
Yeah.
it's like we've been, touched by an angel. We've been selected by angels to become a part of this little secret little club, and
Or by devils, because they knew they were going to take it away from everybody.
and then one day they did. Although I left before.
I never lived in Atlanta, so I only know from other people.
I was working at C Lab, and Adam Reed, who was the co-creator of C-Lab, he took me to a country western bar in Manhattan, and I thought I was going to get fired. I was always high, and I was always paranoid and thought I was always going to get fired. And he took me to this bar, and I'm like, why is he being nice to me? Why is he talking to me? Because usually he was like a verbally abusive guy.
And the bigger question should have been, why is there a country western bar in Manhattan?
He's like a southern guy. He's from North Carolina, which is weird that that's part of the South. But he was from North Carolina, and so he longed for southern life. So he went to this country western bar in Manhattan, of which I'm sure there are many.
You remember what it was?
No.
Oh.
But he said, we're taking the show to Atlanta. I had been working at C-Lab since 1999, and it must have been the year of 2001, before 9/11, the spring of 2001. He said, we're going down to Atlanta, and I was just like, can I come? And he took a napkin, and he drew what the highways were like in Atlanta, and he started like talking about Atlanta wistfully, and he's like, there's 75 and there's 85 and then there's a circle around the city, and he just started talking about it like it was Oz. And then one day he came to Jersey City with his U-Haul, and there was a punk band living in our house because I lived with a punk band, so punk bands that were touring always stayed in the house, and a band called the Proms because every band was called the something the something plural. And the Proms brought all my furniture. They put it in the U-Haul truck, and then I drove the U-Haul truck, and Adam drove a '67 Skylark convertible. And so it was my responsibility to drive the truck. Why didn't I get to drive the
But
Skylark?
it was all your shit in it.
Well, he had all my shit in it too, but still. Well,
It was also his stuff?
It was his stuff and my stuff.
Oh.
So
wait a minute. What did the Proms have to do with this?
they loaded the.
Oh, they
basically made moving
I
day.
thought you were saying the Proms on their punk rock tour just threw your furniture in the back of their truck.
They did.
Their truck.
No, not of their truck. Of Adam's.
They just loaded this.
There's a part of the podcast, every podcast, where neither of us know what the other person's fucking talking about, and we're in that moment
The
right
punk
now.
rock band staying at your house helped you load the truck.
Yes, and they did it incredibly fast. It was the fastest move I'd
Sure.
ever experienced. And we drove down to North Carolina. We stopped at his mom's house. His mom was a school teacher. His dad was like some horrible, abusive, violent guy who was no longer in the picture. And I remember playing with the dog in the front yard. There was like a waterfall that I could hear but couldn't see. It felt like kind of a utopian experience. And then I watched the Oscars on their television. I'm just thinking of all the details.
Is this like a free association?
Yeah.
You should get with Hat Guy over there. Cowboy!
His mother was like this kind of like round woman, and she had like a big beehive hairdo, and she would make biscuits with a drinking glass.
Imagine that. I bet it's not hairless. You know what I mean? Is this where you're going with that one?
No, I wasn't going to talk about her vagina. You always
the
want to talk
Oma.
about how much hair is on everybody's vagina.
Oma.
I wasn't even thinking about that. Imagine if you had like a little beehive
Well, you started
down
talking
there.
again about those little short ladies.
She had a
with the
little beehive.
thing.
She
Yeah.
had curlers. She had it up in rollers.
Yeah, rollers.
She had rollers.
It's a hot one. Woo! It's a hot one.
Why is she fanning?
She's fanning her hot crotch.
She's fanning the hot crotch.
talk about
Anybody
the
ever
weather.
get hot crotch? Raise your hand. 2, 3 people, 4. Okay. Just doing a quick hot crotch check. But then we got down to Atlanta, and I lived in a cotton mill loft where they made the show, and I stayed with them for a little while. But then they got me an apartment in Little Five Points, which was like the cool area of Atlanta. But it was like South Street in Philadelphia, where it's like, if you've lived in New York is like this amazing, endless, infinite urban just maze. You go anywhere else, they're like, this is the cool part of town. It's literally just like a block, 5 shops. It's pretty shitty. It's not great. But they're like, this is the cool part of town. And it really was the cool part of town. There was nothing going on in Atlanta.
Well, it's the cool part by default because the rest of it was so uncool.
At the time. It might be
By
cooler now.
Contrast.
But it had a little bar called Euclid Avenue Yacht Club, and I became friends with these guys who were all in this theater called Dad's Garage, Amber Nash was there, and she was an archer, and Lucky Yates was there, and he was an archer. All these archer people came from Dad's garage, and I became friends with them and would drink with them all over town. And I loved going from New York to Atlanta. It was like I'd never lived in the South. I'd lived in Philly, I'd lived in Connecticut, I lived in Manhattan, but I'd never lived in the South. I got to have this Southern experience, which was just drinking with people from the South, but still.
Drinking with people with Southern accents instead of New York
Nobody
accents.
had an accent.
You were not in the South.
Well, maybe I was just in Atlanta, where it's
Yeah.
like, cities are like that, where it's just such a homogenization of people that accents go away. But maybe Atlanta isn't the South. I don't know. But I remember thinking this is like Indiana Jones, because there was like kudzu everywhere, and it was always like torrentially downpouring. I was like, I feel like I'm in the jungle. I feel like Indiana Jones. This place is cool. They bought me a Lemon, a car that was a stick shift that was really shitty, and Matt taught me how to drive it in a parking lot. And this car would just like, Atlanta's like a roller coaster. There's just like all these dips and hills and stuff, and I would get in the car and it would go down the hill. I'd be in neutral, and I'd try to use the momentum of going down the hill to get up a hill. I felt like I was skateboarding, but with a car. And then one day I was trying to get into William Street, and it just died on me. It was one of those cars where smoke was always coming out of it. I felt so blessed to be a part of C-Lab and Adult Swim, but at the same time, I was living in such horrible poverty and such horrible conditions with like a horrible car, and I had no money. I was 25. I don't know. There's now kids these days, they play video games all day and they have a house.
That's what's wrong with them.
That's what's wrong with them?
Yeah.
They're smart. They did everything right. I look to other people, and I look to old institutions
You
like
never learn.
animation, and I wanted to be a part of Cartoon
you don't
Network.
Learn from your successes.
They were like, I'm going to be my own Cartoon Network.
You learn
They're
from
smart.
Your failures.
You learn from your failures, not your successes?
Correct.
That's bullshit.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Of course it is.
Wait, who's arguing against it? Who's arguing for it?
I'm saying you learn from your failures.
What failures have you learned from in your life, Dana? Don't sneeze.
Don't sneeze.
No sneezing.
I mean, many. You haven't learned from your
I
failures?
love this part of the podcast. This happens every podcast. I talk for a long time. I start to feel self-conscious about it. I try to shift it over to Dana. I ask him a question. He just gives me a one-word answer. Hey, it's MC. Thanks again for listening to the podcast. Let's take a psychological break. We talked about this on our previous episode. We're just going to take a breath in and a breath out. Doesn't that feel good? I hope you did it. Let's do another one. I know you're hesitant. I know you're like, I don't want to do this. I breathe all the time. What's the point? Let's just take one more breath. Do it for me. Be a pal. Doesn't that feel good? I feel better. I feel great. Because I took 2 little breaths, and now I'm all calm. And that's what this podcast is supposed to do. It's supposed to calm you down. It's supposed to chill you out. It's supposed to lower your blood pressure. It's pretty crazy out there. That's why we listen to the podcast, and we keep coming back to it, and we listen to it multiple times. Here's how you can support the podcast. This thing takes money to create. I actually don't have a mansion. I don't even have a house. So we actually have to rent a studio to record this podcast, and that costs money. So please make a donation to our GoFundMe. Go to mcchris.com, click on the podcast banner, and that'll take you to our link tree, which will take you to all the different ways you can listen to the podcast, and also take you immediately to our GoFundMe, where you can make a tiny little donation. It's not going to hurt anybody. It's not going to fuck up your life. It's just a tiny, give me $10. Give me $5. Okay, fine. I'll take 50 cents. Please don't send me 50 cents. I get these little notifications on my email that says a donation has just been made, and we've actually reached our goal of $2,000. So please support us if you can. And another way to support us, if you don't have money, you can leave a comment. You can leave a review. You can leave reviews on Spotify. You can leave reviews at Apple Podcasts. And on YouTube, you can leave a comment. And on YouTube, you should click the bell. You should subscribe. You should follow. You should make sure you're getting notifications so you know when Dana and I have come in and sat down and recorded some awesome content for you to enjoy and have your psychological breakdown to. I mean psychological break. I just did it again. I just did another breathing exercise. Actually, I had run out of air. But you need that to talk. So anyway, please make a donation. Please leave a comment. Please keep on listening. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it. Thanks for all the reviews. I love the reviews. I read all of them. Sometimes we read them on air. We'll read your crazy internet name. Sometimes I take pictures of them. I send them to Dana. I take pictures of all kinds of stuff and I send it to Dana. And he's always like, why are you sending me a picture of your hamburger? And I'm like, look at it. Look at it, Dana. It's beautiful. And he'll be like, leave me alone. So don't forget to make a donation, leave a review, follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and on YouTube. Don't forget to click the bell. Don't forget to turn your notifications on so you know when a new podcast happens. We love you. We appreciate you. I hope this helps. Let's get back to the podcast. And it's like nothing. I've learned nothing.
Well,
I have nothing to say to you.
Well,
You tell another story that nobody likes, and I'm going to make fun of it.
what? Now I'm not sure if you're talking to me or
I'm talking-
what I
I'm-
would be saying to you.
Have you ever had any failures in your life
Yeah,
that
of
you've learned from?
course.
Okay, give me one, sir, please. We have an audience here.
I mean, there's so many to choose
He can't
from
think of one
that
because
I
he's
can't
never
think of it.
failed. He's lived a blessed life.
Well, I'm not saying I haven't
He
lived
gets
a
into an
blessed
elevator
life.
and someone's like, Dana, you should be in my show. I do 300 auditions.
No, I mean, I certainly learned, like, I've had hundreds of terrible auditions that I wished I would have done differently in the old days. I would never go. I would do things like I would psych myself out about things, and it doesn't help you.
This isn't
know
so
what I
much
mean?
confessional as do you have a story?
No.
Okay, good. Okay,
No.
good. Who needs,
But I've
who
learned
needs, who needs those?
I've learned from. I mean, I don't have like a story like driving in the lemon, and then they bought me an apartment, and
I mean, it was crazy
But-
that they gave me an apartment and a car.
well,
That's crazy.
You brought something. You have a blessed life. What can I tell you?
I remember I would get paid. I get paid $1,000 every other week when I worked at Cartoon Network.
Don't you think you gotta? That it's
I had
better to
$2,000
struggle
a
at-
month.
All right.
And with my pot addiction, that didn't do anything for me.
Don't you think it's better to?
I had to drink all that beer. How am I supposed to drink all this beer? No, what's your question, sir? No, please don't be done. Don't hide behind your beverage.
I can't remember what I'm gonna ask.
Oh, you can't remember? You having a senior moment? You just went to Disney this summer. Disney World?
I went to all of them.
Drink your drink. How do you have a beverage in a beverage? Was this you went to this one, which is a Magic Kingdom water bottle, stainless steel water bottle, and then that was empty? Or did you finish this and then somehow you went to this, but this was empty too?
Well, I drank both of them. You see.
Jesus Christ.
I had one.
I've never seen you pee.
That's on purpose.
I'm beginning to think that you don't
That's
pee.
on purpose.
You have some sort of
Well,
vortex.
you know I pee because
I know you pee. I'm kidding. I see him pee all the time. I've seen him.
And I send you those pictures, and I know you're looking at them.
Yeah.
Because
I look at your pee pictures that you send. You're like, I'm peeing right now. I'm like, oh, he's really doing it.
Thinking of you. ... I forgot what I was going to say.
We were talking about Disney World. People
were?
on our podcast, we love to talk about amusement parks, but our audience hates it. But we kind of like twisting the knife a little bit, and we continue. I went to 10 amusement parks this summer.
The squeaky
I can't wait
wheels.
to talk about the amusement parks.
The squeaky wheels complain about it.
How did you like your trip to Disney World this summer?
They were great.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite park or
Part.
Part?
Part.
See, I don't know what he's saying.
P-A-R-T.
It just sounds like park.
Parr.
Yeah.
Jack Parr. Who's your favorite Parr?
Part.
Your favorite 1950s talk show host? Everyone's like, I love Jack Parr. I love that reference.
He's a
I'm going to
super
come back for more. Where's the QR code?
I mean, we went there, I think 4 times.
In the summer?
Yeah. Because we were there on a family trip, and then we went again on both ends. So we got season passes, and then we went on both ends of there was one of these, but in Orlando. So we went a little bit before, and then we stayed afterwards because we were going to the next one of these that was in San Jose. So we just stayed there for the extra 3 days.
I asked
or
you about
whatever
your
it
favorite
was.
part, not the itinerary. This is the thing. I ask him a question, and he gives me the itinerary. This is the thing about Master Shake. He's this angry guy on the TV show. But this morning at breakfast, he's like, you know what I did? I recently organized my Disney paper cups.
That's true.
It is true, because this guy is like a Disney historian. He loves these parks so much. He knows everything about every building and every ride and everything there is to know about this place. It's like he loves it.
About everything.
But anyway, he loves Disney, and it's his favorite thing. But
Yeah,
then I ask him about it, he's like, day one,
That's
we
my
show up.
this. I don't care about any of the stuff at these things. But if this was all like weird theme park shit and people selling it, I'd be all over it. That's my.
Do you like that Bill Farmer's here? We should have had Bill Farmer on the show.
Bill and I have the same birthday.
Are you guys twins?
No.
Oh.
But we share the birthday. Bill has the November 14th, and also Patrick Warburton.
I have Keanu Reeves.
Oh.
I also have a porn star that has my name. That's all I've got in my life.
That has your name?
That's my name, Chris Ward. Also, one of the Ramones is Chris Ward. C.J. Ramone is Chris Ward.
Interesting.
Because the Ramones, that wasn't their last name, guys.
Oh boy. Your glucose.
They weren't brothers. Don't be funnier than me. But anyway, what was your favorite part of the Disney park that you went to?
My favorite time was just being there, not going into the park when we had a day that we would just chill out at the hotel.
I knew you were going to say that.
Why? Well, then
'Cause
why'd you ask me?
it's
if
not
you knew I was gonna say
specific.
that? I'm being very
What's
specific.
your favorite part of the park? Just the whole thing.
No, that's not what I said. I said the day we just chilled out at the hotel.
When you weren't there was your favorite part of being
we were still
there.
at Disney World. Yes, we were at our Disney World
you see how
hotel.
that might be difficult for the interviewer?
No. We were at our hotel at Disney World, and it was nice, just like sitting by the pool, kind of like looking out. Do you
get in the pool or do you put your feet in the pool?
I tried. I don't like getting in the pool. I don't like being barefoot.
Do you take your shirt off or do you wear a sun shirt?
I wouldn't. No, I don't wear my shirt in the pool. I'm not like
Well, I have what do you call it? What do you call the shirt you wear when you swim?
a child's shirt, a shirt for children when they go in the pool.
I am pale.
A rash guard.
SPF shirt, it's called.
A
It's
rash
common.
guard. Yeah.
How many of you guys wear an SPF shirt when you go swim? Me and that dude.
Eric.
So you take off your shirt and you don't get in, or are you walking around with your shirt
No,
on?
if I get in the pool, I will take my shirt off.
And everyone likes it.
But then when I get out, I'll put it back on.
you put it back on, you're like, oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But I don't like
want anyone
getting
to
in
see
the
my
pool.
nipples. Do your nipples are they straight across or are they going diagonal? What's going on?
Oh, one's up here and the other's way down here. Like, it looks like the economy. It does like this, or whichever way it is. Yeah. I just don't like being barefoot. I don't like having my shirt off.
What's your beach footwear? Or your
Well, I don't go to the
poolside
beach.
footwear?
I have,
I hate the beach.
I have, I wear like little, like here, I don't go barefoot in a hotel room because I find it's disgusting and everything's coated in businessman jizz. Because I just feel like businessmen masturbate.
Oh God, I'm coming everywhere. Make it stop. Call the police.
I gotta get those
Call the police.
quarterly reports.
I'm dying.
Yeah, so I don't go barefoot in a hotel room. I find them disgusting.
I do the Die Hard thing. I take off my shoes and my socks and I walk barefoot. I'm like, it works. Die Hard is right. Even though they just did that because it was a plot point, so he could walk on the glass.
I'd rather walk on broken glass.
You'd
than
rather walk
barefoot in a
on
hotel
broken
room.
glass
Yes.
than businessman jizz?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
No.
not real. If that option really was presented to you, you'd be like, I'm going to slide down that jizzy carpet like it's a water slide.
I don't know. I don't want that squishing between my toes.
I had a roommate at NYU, and he had long hair, but he was balding, and his toes would, speaking of looms, my toes would get his hair interwoven in between the toes. His hair was so long. And
His toe hair?
not his toe hair, his hair would go into my toes. It's not a bad thing.
Stop rubbing your feet through his hair, and it won't.
Both my feet are on his
Ah,
head.
look at those beautiful locks.
Wake up! Wake up!
Good morning, Jared.
He had a girlfriend and she slept over every night. And
your
then one
dorm
day
room?
I said, I don't want her to be here anymore. I want her to sleep where she's supposed to sleep. And I was crying like a baby when I said it. I stood up for myself,
happened?
but I couldn't do it unless I cried.
What happened?
I was no man that day.
So what happened?
I think they said, no.
And that's when you started sleeping in the hall.
And we need you to go outside right now so we can fuck.
And get my damn hair up between your toes, you freak.
And here's some of my hair.
Just hairy
Go
feet.
take this outside and do something with it. Get it out of here.
I want all my hairs back.
He had like a tiger print coat. He was just long hair. He's balding. I remember the first day I got into the dorm room, he was like, do you smoke pot? I'd never smoked pot before, but I didn't want to hang out with him. I didn't want to be in this reality. I was like, yes, I do. Get me high. Make me not feel this. That was my first day at NYU.
Wow. This guy sounds like a monster.
He probably wasn't so bad, but it was kind of rude of him to like have his girlfriend sleep with him every night.
Yeah.
In the
He
room.
was probably rude with her, too. You know what I mean? Got rude with her.
That's not how people say sex.
Yeah.
But I assume they waited for me to like, oh, he's snoring, let's fuck. So they had, every time they fucked, they were like fucking to me snoring.
Watch this. I'm going to wipe my balls on his head while he's asleep. Oh, I love it, baby. I'm going to put my hair between his toes. Watch this.
Doink!
Ah.
Threading the needle.
Tickling his nose.
Dana's imitating me sleeping in bed. I'm just letting people
Happily
at home know
asleep.
what's going on.
They don't need to know. They got to say, man, I got to get to one of those I can see what they're talking
You
about.
had roommates in college.
Yes.
We talked about this before in the podcast.
I had a room. I stayed in the dorm my freshman year and my senior year, but my freshman year I had a roommate, and then my sophomore year we moved into a house. So we had it was a college
Was
house.
it a party house?
But we had 5 people.
You guys have parties?
I mean, barely. These were not.
It wasn't Animal House parties.
No.
You weren't
We
playing
went to the other houses to
music
do
from
those.
the 1960s.
No, we did. We went to other people's houses to do that. We were like, why don't we go to
Were you
that
guys a geek
asshole's
house?
house?
Were you a geek
What?
house? Were you guys a bunch of geeks?
No.
You were theater people though, weren't you?
No. Only 2 of us were. The other 5 were all art students. We had 2 English.
So you guys are all listening
majors.
to Tom Waits, feeling like a bunch of badasses.
I don't know. 2 English majors, 3 art guys, or art people, because it was a co-ed house, and then
Was any
2
sex
theater
happening
guys.
in that party house?
I mean, not amongst the. Well, we didn't have the party house. In the party house,
The party house.
probably lots of sex going on.
sex going on all the
kinds
time.
of stuff.
There were legs
Yeah.
sticking out the windows.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It looked like a Mad
Yeah.
Magazine.
Looks like that place in New Orleans where that has the swinging legs up against above the door. You know what I'm talking about?
Where's that?
It's on Bourbon Street.
Oh,
like
the one
famous.
place in Louisiana that everyone knows about.
Yeah, that has the legs swinging out the door. It's like iconic.
I like it when the strippers when they clean the pole after they use it.
Ugh.
They get out the Windex like
Those Clorox wipes.
starts
Hold
wiping
on.
down the pole. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's so considerate, but my boner's gone.
Yeah. Not to mess you up here, Cheryl, but if you wash your crotch instead of the pole, you wouldn't have to do that afterwards. Maybe not getting so much stuff everywhere.
This pole's covered in crotch goo.
Mind your own business and hand me those Clorox wipes.
Do you like Bourbon Street?
No. I mean-
it smells like piss.
Yeah, I'm always on edge because there's so much. Everything's like a racket. Like it's not relaxing. It's fun for a little bit, but then it's like,
Have
all
you
right.
been there for Mardi Gras?
No, I would never go for Mardi Gras.
That sounds horrible to me.
Yeah, I know 2 different people who went for Mardi Gras and disappeared. Like to this day, they don't know where the fuck they are.
Yeah,
their
you don't want-
families do not know.
The trick to life is don't get murdered.
Yeah. It's, no one knows. No one even knows they're dead. Maybe they both, and they did not go together.
I'm going to Mardi Gras,
Two
and then I'm going to
separate
begin my
trips.
real life. Everyone
Yeah.
will think I died in New Orleans.
But my friend lives in New Orleans, or is from New Orleans, and if you go to like the local stuff, it's very fun to go see the parades and stuff. But I feel like Mardi Gras just seems like I've watched enough episodes of Cops to know that I do not need to go to New Orleans during Mardi Gras.
I can't stop watching true crime videos on TikTok.
Oh.
It knows I watched one,
Yeah,
so
no,
now
I
it gives
know.
me like nothing but.
I try and kick off my watching curve on YouTube, but it still is going to give me, drunk, entitled Karen at the Chili's with the cop video, the footage. I'm like, man, I do want to see her get arrested.
They show you
And
the
then
most
I'm like, damn, I'm right back in again. It's like, know-it-all at the mall learns the hard way to respect the police. I'm like, I want to watch this fucker get
They always show the
thrown
most
in the
exciting
car.
part in the beginning, and then they stop it and they go back to the beginning of the experience, and then it's a 7-part video. I don't know if you guys are on TikTok or not, but then you have to then you go to the person's page and then you look for the just watched, and sometimes the just watch button doesn't happen, and you have to scroll through and find the true crime thing, and you're like, there's hundreds of true crimes videos I've
this
got to
is
watch to find out what happened to that Karen.
Like old stuff, like Black Dahlia or something.
Well,
or
I
like,
wish. No, it's all like cops videos of people being pulled over, and it starts out real
I thought-
mundane, and the
when
next
you
thing
said
you know,
true
there's like
crime,
there's
I
like
was
a woman on
thinking,
the
like,
floor squealing.
When you
like,
said true crime, I thought you were saying like
true crime, cops is true crime.
Well, that's
for people
reality.
that are in a hurry.
That's reality. I thought when you said true crime, I'm thinking like those shows like She Was 17 Years Old Walking Home. Like those, what's that?
Serial.
What the hell's that show on
Remember the first true crime podcast, Serial?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody watched that together.
Yeah. Then that guy, what a waste.
Did he get out?
No. They put him back in. He's like, yep, he did it. I'm like, why the fuck did I listen to this thing for 18 episodes?
Did he do it?
Apparently.
Huh.
I mean,
he's like, I listened to the podcast. You guys got it all wrong. Let me tell you how I did it. Fuck.
Yeah. And to prove you I didn't, when I put her corpse in the, oh shit, I just said that, didn't I? Yes.
Well, on that fun note.
Oh, questions.
Time for questions. Do we have a microphone we can give to the audience? Oh, there's a microphone. If you guys have a question for us, you can ask us questions about the show. Dana's going to look at his phone because he's done with us.
No, I had a phone call. I just had to switch.
I got to do my stretchies.
Uh-huh.
No questions for
They're not
us?
going to get any longer.
Somebody
Just leave
ask
them
us
there.
a question. It's right over here.
Don't force them
Look
to.
for this guy. I'm going to force him to.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for
A
coming.
forced Q&A is the best kind.
Well, thank you for coming to Des Moines, and
Is that where we are? I forgot where I was until you said that.
a lot of pot, I guess. Okay.
No, I'm sober now, sir.
It's illegal here.
But I am severely damaged in my brain.
All right, Dana. I seen you. Being a Disney fan and such. How was it like working on Star Wars, the Lego Star Wars?
Oh, it was great. And I think, it's great working. I've done a couple shows for Disney, and it's very exciting. But I had to tamper my excitement because I can't let them know I'm like an Uber fan. You know what I mean?
What's Mickey Mouse really like?
Because they're like, yeah. Are his hands as soft as they look?
Does he shave his pubic mound?
Yeah. All I do is walk around and try and look at shit that's in their offices and stuff. That's probably going to be a ride.
Can I just take this pencil?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. The shitty part is when you get hired, if you do we had a show we sold to them, you get one of those silver passes. You can go whatever you want. Unless you're incorporated, which I was, then they don't give it to you. So my friend was not, he didn't have a company, his own company, which a lot of people are for your tax purposes and stuff. But he wasn't. So and here's your silver pass, and Dana, thank you so much for all you do. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I don't get one of those. I will disband my S-Corp just so I can get that silver pass. Burn me up.
Next
Hello,
question.
sorry, yes, hello, how are you?
Good. I love both of you guys, by the way. You're both really cool.
Correct. Next question.
Chris, what's your favorite song of yours to perform?
I really thought I wasn't going to get any questions, so thank you. My favorite song of mine to perform, I love performing Fet's Vet, which is my most popular song, because the whole audience knows it. We all sing it together, and it just sounds better when we're all singing it together. And it's the only song that anybody knows. So it's like for the whole concert, for the whole hour, I'll perform. I'll look at people, and then they'll feel like they're on the spot, and they don't know my music, so they'll just be like, they just start moving their mouth like a puppet. But
you should start doing like a kiss cam for people who don't know. Like just zoom in. I'm like, put them on the spot.
One time a rock band said to me, I think it was one of the guys from My Chemical Romance said to me, like, they see people doing that, and they always pretend they're saying the word watermelon, and I can't stop doing that now. I'll look at people in the audience, and they'll be like, watermelon, watermelon, watermelon. But, like, when I play Fet's Vet, they know the words, so I like that there's a song that they know the words.
Why would they be mouthing to a song that they don't know?
Because they don't want me to feel bad. I'm going to look at them, and if they have autism, they'll look away. And about 90% of my audience has autism, so they're in the
just
clear.
Looking at the.
But there's about 10% of people that like, oh fuck, he's looking at me, and they'll just, it'll be like a deer in the headlights, and they'll be like watermelon, watermelon, watermelon.
Is this at moments in the show where you're asking them to sing along?
No, they just feel obligated.
My question is why? Like he's looking at me, I better sing along with him. Watermelon, watermelon.
Yeah, but they don't know.
I just give you one of these. You're doing great up there.
I wish. I wish.
Real nice.
I don't never get a chef's kiss.
Yeah.
I
started doing that.
Let that be known. I'm glad this is being recorded. Fans, my many fans across the globe.
Give him the chef's kiss.
Give me the chef's kiss if I look at you while I'm rapping.
You know what? I got a great idea for you. You should make a new song that's just called French Kiss. Chef's Kiss. And then everyone will give you the chef's kiss.
Why are you thinking about French kissing, you weirdo?
Chef kiss.
Looking at me, you're like, I think you should make a song called French Kissing.
Bring those sweet little lips over here.
I've already told a story about my first French kiss on the podcast, but it didn't taste like bubble gum like I thought it would. It tasted like flesh. I thought it was gross. But you have a follow-up?
I just wanted to say my favorite song of yours is Nerd Girl, and
thank you.
I remember at least like the full first verse off the top of my head.
Oh, well, thank you for knowing my lyrics, and thank you for knowing who I am and that I sing and rap. I appreciate that. Oh, she made the Taylor Swift heart shape with her hands, which has never happened to me before, so thank you for that. Miss, what would you like to ask?
I was going to ask kind of a normal question, but then you guys started talking about Louisiana, and I remembered my mom found a packet of weed on the ground there.
I thought you were going to say a body.
I mean, you know. But I wanted to ask, have you guys ever found drugs on the ground and just done them?
Neither of us recommend doing that.
It's happened to me so often that when fans give me presents at a show, I always have to ask now every time because I travel with my son, are there drugs in this teddy bear? Are there drugs in this? It'll be like, here's Legos that I bought you. I'm like, did you put drugs in this? They're like, yes, there's a brick of cocaine
They're made
inside.
of black tar heroin.
Yeah, but no, I've found lots of drugs and consumed them. Yeah, sure. Oftentimes, that's how I spend my morning walk.
I got to go for a walk, everybody.
I got to go for a
walk. I
walk.
got to walk right now.
Got to walk under the bridge.
Come on.
Repeatedly.
Come on. Speed walking.
Where are these goddamn broken needles when you need them? You follow up?
Well, just my normal question. Dana, what's your favorite Adult Swim project you've worked on? I know.
Ugh, I hate your question.
I mean, honestly, I think Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell.
Yeah.
Woo. I mean, because all the other ones are I have very little to do with them. I walk into a room and talk for an hour and then leave, but like that thing was very funny. Every day was something that made all laugh hysterically because they were just so crazy. All of it was so crazy. But and it was terrible. And at times it was terrible and hard and torturous almost. But then 3 hours later, something would be happening that was so ridiculous and funny, usually at someone else's expense. So yes, I had to spend 2 hours with the trophy shoved up my ass while they were, throwing lemon slices at my face. But then 2 hours later, they were doing that to someone else, and it was really funny when they were doing it to them. So it's all like it's about balance.
Are you sure we can't just like have the base of the trophy sticking out of my ass? Do we have to?
Yeah. No, it's got to all go.
Can we just do the
wait
base?
a minute. Yeah, we should have done that. Too bad we already shot the scene for the last 3 hours.
Well, on that note, everybody, thank you so much for coming to our live recording of None of This Matters.
You're all, you've all broken the seal. You're very special. No one else has got to do this before.
Yeah, you're the only people that will be the first people to do this. We're going to do this a couple more times, but thank you so much for letting us know that this is a good idea and we should do this more often. You guys enjoyed it, didn't you? They did.
I noticed, when they always do these, the problems with the recording always is that you never hear the audience, so it just sounds like...
I did have that thought, email, audio, visual, remind them to record the audience.
It's always funny because you'll just hear like, yeah! Thank you so much! Dead silent. Just sounds like a crazy
So when they
person
listen to
in
this
their room.
podcast, they'll be like, did you guys have a good time? And they'll just hear nothing afterwards.
Yeah. You
Sound
kind of
like
hear like they're in a room next door.
Sounds like a woman trapped in a well.
Yeah, in that storm drain.
Storm drain. Okay, thanks again, guys. We appreciate it. We
you,
love
guys.
you. Thank you. Goodbye.
We're gonna...
We're going to do a group photo, so everybody
Oh, yeah.
come to the front, and I'm going to give you a postcard.